Welcome to SF Commercial Property Conversations with Bruce Bean, where Bay Area investments meet expert insights. Get ready to unlock the strategies of commercial real estate success.
Today we have Wanda Henry with us, and Wanda's out of the LA area, but she came in from Cleveland many years ago. And Wanda, it's great to have you on. I just love to kind of hear your storage and of how you got your storage and that's a new word, story of how you got from Cleveland to LA to real estate.
Okay, well, I have a great story for you. My parents, they met under an umbrella in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, wow.
And I'm one of the results. And they had 6 of us, but my parents moved us from Cleveland to Ohio. From Cleveland to Los Angeles. But they were born and raised there. So we really are, my stock is Ohio. I'm a Cleveland, Ohio girl. But once I grew up mostly in California, and partially in the Los Angeles area, and then some in the Pasadena area. And I ended up getting my grips on real estate as a young girl. I started in real estate loans. I started with Lloyd's Bank. I was there. I was a teller, my first job. And I had to, the family was having some problems. I was a young girl. I started at 16. First job at the bank was 17. And then I ended up doing loans. And then from there, I progressed into the actual real estate. I was in the real estate when the market crashed in the 80s. Then in the 90s when it crashed, and when Countrywide and all of that went out of business, I was there and had my own firm. My firm we had 30 agents in my real estate firm at that time when the market did all that. So I just kind of rode my way into it as a young person, wanted to have my own schedule. So once I was in the banks and I got into the loan industry there, then I progressed into the real estate side. And now I'm an actual real estate broker.
Yeah. So you basically worked residential for the whole time.
I worked residential. I flipped properties. A lot of it was in the Altadena, Pasadena area. Unfortunately, the area that had that fire. I did a lot there in my earlier years in real estate. And then I did other parts of different counties throughout the California area. It's so big. We have so many counties here, as everyone knows. So,
yeah.
Unlike Alaska, where my dad is, where there's only one county in Anchorage. No wonder they're all rich up there. They're not LA County, Orange County. So, but anyway, I work a lot of the counties, and I also do, I work a lot of buyer agents, and I've had contracts with different companies that gave to my company so that I can help people in the real estate industry. And that really helped my real estate experience to grow.
So how many agents do you have now?
Right now, I only have one agent. I'm keeping it simple, but I have, because I'm doing more investments.
Oh, okay. So
buying and flipping property at this time,
tell me about that.
And buying land.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So how many units do you have now?
I have quite a few. I don't put all of that information out there for everyone, but it's all good. Public knowledge. So yes, and I have quite a few acres of land as well.
Wow. So why are you owning land?
Well, I have an uncle who also owns his own business, because the men that I deal with, most of them, my dad and my uncles, they have their own businesses. And I bought the land, and I have it in California, the 20 acres I have. I'm going to build a house there.
Oh, nice.
And I got 20 acres, so I'm happy, and I got a good deal. So I was happy about that.
Wow.
But I see a lot of, whoops. Oh, no.
You're still there. It's okay.
I'm still there. I was going to say, I see a lot of things and progress that's going to happen in this year.
So are you in Corona right now? Oh,
you lost me again. Okay. I hope you know how to fix it.
Oh yeah, we'll fix it. So you're in Corona now?
I mostly do real estate in Corona. That's my main area. But I've also sold in some houses in Menifee. Out that way, going towards Lake Arrowhead.
Yeah,
I work all the different areas. I have I don't mind traveling. And the one assistant that I have that does a lot of things, she also doesn't mind traveling. But at this point, as business grows, delegation is key. Proper delegation.
Sounds like you've got a great assistant.
Yes.
So tell me about flipping houses. What do you look for when you buy a house that you're going to flip?
You need to look at the price, of course, of the house, but you also need to see the appreciation, depreciation. If you're going to buy, if you're going to get this house, you need to know. I mean, I've seen a lot of investment properties that even I liked, but once you do the research, you have to look at the numbers. You don't want to particularly get it if it's going to run negative. Most
So you find out what the market rate for rent is. Do you rent them out for a while? Oh, I lost you. Sound. There you go.
Okay, let me say that again, because I've been dealing with a lot of cash investors,
Okay.
and they have plenty of cash. So the
Okay.
thing that they want to make sure is everything about that property, and even because everything is so expensive now, especially in the LA area, they want to run it, make sure it's running positive. So a lot of people are concerned because of what that note's going to be, and if it's running negative, then they're just staying away from it. Even though it might sound like a good deal to someone who doesn't know a lot, if you take it to the experts like myself and others who are buying and flipping, if it's running negative, a lot of times somebody might want to take that risk, but a lot of times they don't. So you want to
Oh,
buy something that's going to have a positive return, get it for a good price. You can get a positive return once you do whatever repairs you're going to do. And but of course, with the foreclosure market, I've dealt with that heavily. So,
okay.
um, and I'm going to be more in that market as well right now too, because a lot of people are losing their houses. And I even talked to a gentleman, and he said it's really cheaper for him to let it go. And so you used to didn't hear people say that. It's
Wow.
cheaper to let a piece of property go. They would keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's a
right.
different kind of market.
So that's interesting. So that sort of makes me think there's a bellwether out there that the economy's kind of slipping right now.
Well, the thing about real estate, which I tell everyone that I've ever met in my entire life, there's enough houses from the ground to the sky to
Hmm.
always have some real estate transactions. So there's no need to get too alarmed. You know, the market is a little different. Things are changing. There's a lot of all those fires in California changes things, changes
Right.
viewpoints, changes the insurance companies' viewpoints. All of these things are affected. So we all have to work together as a communities, and in the community work, I like that too. Chambers of commerce and things like that, and those things are what are trying to pull it all together when it comes to the real estate side.
So give me sort of an example of a typical flip that you might do. You buy it for X amount, you put X amount of money into it, then do you rent it out or do you sell it right away?
The couple of ones that I did, I have a couple that I've rented, but I personally now the last few I've been selling them faster. But
Yeah.
I'll give an example of one of my clients. We had a really nice, just 2 units, and but he had it for many years, so he was able to fix it up. He didn't. We put. I think he put maybe $100,000 into it, and
Yeah.
uh, he didn't owe that much on it. So at the end of the day, it was a large profit. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
300,000. You have to be confidential with a lot of this, and you
Oh
know
yeah.
that too, because
No, no, yeah.
there's only so much I can say. But
No, no, but we just kind of given people an idea if somebody wants to get into the house flipping market.
oh yeah, if they want
Um,
to get into the house flipping market, they want to find either a foreclosed property.
yeah.
It could be one that is being sold because at the tax level.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and they could go bid.
All right.
Even if a realtor doesn't do it for them or a broker, if they're on the bid, they have to pay the fee to be on the bid list. And
Okay.
then when those properties hit, like the ones in LA are coming up, or we might have missed it, I'll have to look at the dates. They can go right in and get something at a low price,
Oh yeah. Okay.
fix it up, and
Yeah.
flip it. It's
And
that
just
easy.
resell it.
And resell it, yes,
Yeah.
or rent it out, whatever they want to do.
Either
But
way.
then there's some people that are concerned, like with the area. Like I have one of my clients, he just buys and flips in Bakersfield because he knows everything that he's getting so far because of the prices of the houses there. If he gets it and he don't even have to get it and flip it, he can get it and rent it and know because of the rents down there and the way it is in that part in Bakersfield, California, that he's going to profit. I
Yeah.
got another client that's buying a lot of in West Tennessee because he knows in West Tennessee the market is good, and he
Oh,
knows that he makes his money. He doesn't live out there, but that's where he buys. So once a person gets themselves really involved with flipping and buying, they got to just do the research and then they'll get the good deals, you know. And then something that, like I said, will sound like a good deal to one person, but once you do the real deep research, you got to find out and look at the financials on it, especially if it's units, and then you'll know if you're okay.
Well, you said you had a fun story about your third husband.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a cool guy. So we met at a concert, the Isley Brothers concert.
Oh, nice.
In 1978.
Whoa.
And so we dated and this and that and the other. And we almost got married. He had joined the Navy. And then we got on I got on the boat with him and all of that. We were supposed to get married, but he got cold feet.
Oh, no.
So we had a couple husbands in between. And what we said, I kind of found him again and we were in contact. And then and that was like maybe 16 years after we found each other and we got married.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And we still the main thing we have in common is concerts. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway,
Never know.
Then, and we have more stories. You know, I have more stories about him. And I need to talk about it more because then that'll keep me in the right frame of mind. Do you have more questions for me?
Well, yeah. What's your favorite food or sandwich?
Now, I love the pastrami. I think that, and I love corned beef, and I think that's from being from back east.
Oh, yeah.
From being from Cleveland. Every time I go there, I would get a corned beef sandwich or pastrami, but my mom loved it too. And Mama Stokes, she was full of life. And she liked her orange bang too. So we get pastrami and orange bang. And I actually just like the taste of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's it. I really do. It's my favorite. And now I'll take some corned beef and poached eggs. Give me some corned beef or some pastrami. You made a friend. Now, my favorite Mexican, I love Mexican food though over all other food.
Okay.
Carne asada, tacos, but I need them big. I want the beef ones and I want everything to put on it.
Got to have the hot sauce.
And I want some pico de gallo. I want some guacamole, some radishes, some cucumber. And I'm not doing a lot of cooking these days. My husband makes most of my meals.
Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah. He learned how to cook in the Navy, it sounds like.
Well, yeah. I mean,
maybe.
Some men like to control the kitchen. That's the way I look at it.
All right. Well, Wanda, I want to talk to you again down the road here. I've got to scoot to my granddaughter's preschool graduation, but it's been very, very fun.
That's a wrap on today's journey through the SF commercial real estate scene. Ready to share your story? Visit sfcommercialconversations.com/guest. Your insights could lead the next conversation.